The machines designed a pathogen that incubated in the human body, releasing an enzyme that infected the liver. This enzyme has similar properties, but it has concentrated itself in Kasha's amygdala, the fear center.
Okay. Keep the door closed.
From Mother Superior Valya. Tula, this is a virus. The nightmares, the death. Sister Raquella?
Yes, Lila is alive, but that was not Lila.
I found a way to save her. Don't mention a word of this to anyone, understood?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that she's gonna send a message to Valya herself.
I just spoke to a smart one. Unfortunately, for him, most of what he said was screaming. He told me something very interesting. He said this place is a hotbed for insurgent activity. Does that make any sense to you?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Are you gonna see she's a former sister?
What I really want to know is how the sisterhood is connected to the rebellion. You give me something I can use.
Through her?
God created Arrakis to train the faithful. I live here.
Let's go see what's upstairs, shall we?
Oh boy.
Behind me. Stop.
Girl, you know how to defend yourself. Yes. You didn't understand who she is, like really. He's gonna survive. He activated something to protect himself. No?
I've seen a knife like that before. Sister. You lied to us.
You didn't?
Has secrets, Atreides. Sisterhood stands with what's best for the Imperium. Just like you.
All the old people on Arrakis fit into those grand plans. You willing to let them burn? Don't let me see them again.
Hold up. If he could be killed this season, I would be okay. But I know we need an Atreides.
Your sisterhood does everything with a purpose, right?
That's always our intention. Yes.
What was your purpose in having me?
I'm not sure it was planned.
Constantine.
What was your purpose in having me? You left me to be raised by a father who can't stand me.
Oh, was it?
You have to see your father for the man he really is.
And you can never be pleased.
A man who's driven by fear. You, on the other hand, have never cared what anyone thinks of you.
And all to what end?
There will be opportunities. You want the truth. Your purpose, Constantine. The reason you were brought into this world is to protect your sister, the future leader of the Imperium, from anyone who seeks to do her harm, including the ones who claim to love her.
A daughter to be the next leader of the Imperium with the education of the sisters, and a son who is the son of the sister. And really, they placed everything right there. You're gonna learn the truth. What the Atreides boy did.
There he is. Constantine, didn't see you there. Listen, about earlier, I never meant to.
I'm actually here to thank you for your concern, for all you've done for me.
You didn't call for help to arrest him?
Teach me.
It's my duty.
I've gone beyond a duty. You've reminded me of my purpose.
Glad you appreciate it.
Not much more than appreciated. Friend. I love you for it.
Not really sad about what just happened.
No one needs a reason to dine with good friends, but tonight is truly a special occasion. Would you stand, Constantine?
You're gonna name him Commander, that's it?
Because of my son's quick and decisive action, we have apprehended a traitor in our house.
Okay, you gain
Our
his
sword
respect.
master, I thought, served as well. But he will be made...
You guessed it, you saw it with Horace.
I have chosen you, my son, to command my fleet. To deploy to Arrakis.
Good job, Valya.
And I know your mother is as proud of you as I am.
You all knew who is
Congratulations.
his true mother. And you're saying that in front of everyone. Not sure your wife is gonna appreciate. As much as next.
Tell me the truth. Was everything a lie?
Care about you, chose you over my principles, but I am willing to die for them anyway.
Do you really believe you can bring about a better Imperium?
I do.
So far he's sincere. And really right there you had the worst cowboy ever, because that guy has no expression. It's about
Sister,
it's about Desmond's blood.
message I've enclosed a genetic sample of this man, Desmond Hart.
I think that is connected to a big family. Maybe the Atreides.
Processing DNA sample. I should have died tonight.
Each man must face his own conscience and his own testing. Jaihalud makes the final choice. You've been chosen. I was chosen too.
Hmm?
And then the sisterhood wrested it all away from me.
The music.
What did they do to you? Bloodline Atreides.
Knew it!
Bloodline Harkonnen.
Ah! What? Huh? Is it Atreides and an Harkonnen?
Identified.
Your son? The only possibility, it's your son?
The woman who gave birth to me sent me away to live among scavengers and left me fighting for scraps just to survive.
He looks as old as she does.
She was a sister.
It's Tula? It can only be Tula. The sister, a way to join Atreides and Harkonnen, it can be only Tula.
Let us rid the Imperium of these witches forever.
looks older than her, you know, or as old as her, as Tula. I know that when she had her little adventure with the Atreides guide, and then, you know, it was just to have access to his entire family, to kill them all, and to kill also her fiancé during that moment. We know that they were really young, but right there, you know, the difference of ages. Visually, at least, it's not functioning that well. Oh, but Tula's son! Oh, wow. And you know, I'm rethinking about all of that conversation that Tula had with Valya, about Lila, about the fact that Tula was considering Lila as her daughter. She made the transfer, Tula. But it means that Tula is considering Lila as her daughter and made her the chosen one, you know, born twice, all of that, on that prophecy. And Desmond Hart is also the chosen one of that prophecy, you know, but on the other side, Tula as her real son and her adopted daughter as the chosen ones, you know, of that prophecy on both sides. Like, hey, Tula, you're really at the center of everything, in fact. It's because of thanks to you that we have all of that. In a way, she's way more important to that story than Valya. Like, really. That's why you're so mad at the sisters, because of what they did to you personally, because of your mother abandoning you right there with scavengers, and because of that you had a rough childhood, you were hurt that much, all of that. You're blaming the sisters, your mother, for your entire life, what it was. The fact that the Emperor's wife is making a deal with him, it's not really a surprise. I even said it, you know, before discovering that the Emperor had a mistress and even had the prince, I mean Constantine, you know, with her. I already knew that she would make a deal with Desmond at some point, that she would want also to fuck him at some point. Like, I guessed it really quick that this lady wouldn't stay, you know, loyal to her husband and all of what it means, you know, all of the kind of loyalties. But really, the sisters, they placed everyone so right there. They taught all of that to Nez because they wanted Nez to be the next leader of the Imperium and to be a true sayer, to be a sister. Maybe it couldn't be possible, so they thought about the other kids, and they thought about making another kid a prince with a sister being his mother. Like, they thought about everything. The daughter to rule the Imperium, the son to be the commander of the fleet, and everyone being connected to the sisterhood. Already, Valya, you worked so well for that. So far it's functioning, but clearly the Emperor's wife and Desmond, they're gonna try to do something about it. And Valya also worked correctly during this episode by creating all of that situation to maybe have Desmond, or at least buy some time for Francesca to have the time to place her son and all. They worked really well. I really thought that Theo took the place of Valya's nephew, and in fact no. I was surprised by that. I was totally wrong with my theory. But the fact that we discovered that ability that it can have, Theo, for sure it's gonna help before the end of the season, meaning during the next episode, which is gonna be the final episode of this season. Again, at one point, one character is gonna do something suspicious, something not logical with what this character normally does. It's gonna be because it's Theo, in fact. Cannot wait to discover what, who, we'll see. The Atreides boy helping Michaela, great. Reacting like that when he discovers that she's a sister, boof. Being arrested, boof. Talking, being interrogated by Nez, boof. Like really, that's it. I gave him multiple chances and his character is not interesting. How this character is being played, it's not interesting. the story, the relationship, not interesting. And now that we discovered that it's not the only Atreides alive, I'm like, cool! It means that we can kill him during this season. Really cool. We just need an Atreides to survive. Well, it's gonna be Desmond. I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. To not have the Atreides boy anymore, like... And I think that it was great for Constantine to prove himself in front of his father. Thanks to that. Okay, it made his sister mad, but it was cool for Constantine. Lila coming back. I mean, Raquella coming back through Lila. Oh, but that was something. That was surprising. But okay, why not? Jen, she's so great. You know, for the 4 acolytes that we met at the beginning, I think that she's my favorite one. We have Jen, we have the bigot, we have Theo, and we have Lila. We have the bigot, for sure we're not gonna appreciate her. We have Jen, who is really independent, who has her own opinions, who is strong and all. We have Theo, who is really nice, you know, as a character, but she's really acting like Valya and for Valya, so I'm a little afraid that at some point she's gonna do something wrong that we're not gonna appreciate. And Lila, she's supposed to be the chosen one, she's supposed to be the one, you know, that we're gonna support, one of the main characters, but so far, in fact, we never truly met her herself, and I don't know, I have trouble to connect with her truly. I don't know why. Maybe we should spend more time with her personally, not her being Raquella, not her, you know, things which are happening to her, but with time with her, talking about her feelings, how she feels, what she thinks, all of that. I know almost everything about what Jen thinks, you know, feels about the entire situation and all, when for Lila, even if all of that happened to her, we don't know what she thinks about all of it, what she saw during the agony, about what happened to her mother, what she thinks about Tula keeping her alive like that, what she thinks about being haunted by her ancestors. We don't know anything about it. About what she feels, what does she think about it, we don't know anything. It's a little weird when you think about it, in fact. So that's why maybe I have trouble to connect with her. But I appreciate her character, she's interesting, she's well played. You know, I'm saying that in comparison of the Atreides boy. The Atreides boy, it's not just that I can't connect with him, it's also that I see no interest into the character, the story, the relationship, anything. Lila, I'm not connecting with her, but I can see the necessity, you know, and how her story, her character, the relationships also that she has with other characters, everything is interesting and cool. Okay, that was a good episode. It was well filmed, you know, all of what I'm saying each time about the first part of this season being pretty scholar for how it was filmed, and I expected more. This episode was really great. I didn't have any moment when I was really impressed by how it was filmed, but for example, Desmond presenting his milice and stuff like that, it was good moments for how they were filmed. The choreography of the characters and all were great. So I'm okay with this episode. I'm totally okay with it. Cool, really cool. Now for the final episode of this season, I expect a lot. I expect to have all of the good things that I had during this season, and that I had one thing, you know, in each episode. Right now, you need to put all of that into the same one to conclude that season perfectly. Could be great. So I'm gonna see you next week for the final episode of this season. Tell me, what did you think about this one? Tell me, what do you expect for the final episode of this season? It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.